Hey loves, what if I were to tell you that you waiting on your reality or waiting for your specific person to show up is actually the opposite of what you should be doing? Because, like I mentioned in all of my videos, your specific person is actually waiting on you. They are trying to come into your reality. Your entire universe is trying to give you exactly what you want. And the only way or reason that we're actually ever experiencing time is because we're waiting on our reality to give us something that we need to give ourselves. Because truly, what would you say, not you, but what would someone say in their reality as to why their specific person is not already here? And they would say all of these circumstances, right? Their specific person isn't showing up, or it's long distance, or they're not texting them, or every single blame would be on their external reality. Thus, they would fall into a sense of waiting. But the reason that we do this, and we'll all do this at some point or another, because our reality feels very real, but it's because we're putting so much stock and energy, and we feel that it's more factual than our imagination. We put it in front of our imagination, or we put it in front of what we believe to be true. But I can give you an example that completely flips this on its side, because your imagination is actually truer than reality. And in cases where it's either your imagination or your reality, your imagination always and every single time wins out. And so that's the same thought process or power we're using in manifestation. But let me not just say this. Let me give you an example of this. And the easy example that I think everybody knows about, but I'll explain, is a placebo, right? A placebo is a fake pill, right? It's a fake drug. It's just a sugar pill, but they give it to people. And when given to people, but told it has an effect, people respond in that way. So if I gave you a tablet that said, hey, this is going to take away the headache that you have, even though there's nothing in it, you would experience that if you believed it. And so you'd have to say then, what truly is real? If you can take a pill and overcome the physical effects of your reality, then what else can your mind do? Because in all instances, at every angle, that actually goes against what is real. What you would say is real, at least, or I mean, not you, but what a lot of people would say is real in their reality. So the same thing is occurring with no contact. The same thing is occurring with not being with your specific person. The same thing is occurring with long distance. The same thing is occurring not just with your specific person manifestation, but literally every manifestation that you can think of. It's just a difference in our belief system in the way in which we think. And we can also bring a quote from Neville Goddard that I think is going to bring all this together. So Neville Goddard also wrote, change your conception of yourself and you will automatically change the world in which you live. Do not try to change people. They are only messengers telling you who you are. Revalue yourself and they will confirm the change. That's your entire reality. And I want you to actually change like the term of people in this reality. Do not try to change people as to just your reality in general. Because yes, you're not actually ever making your specific person like you, but you're becoming the individual that they're obsessed with. That's something that I will restate over and over and over and over again until we get it. But you can change that out with just your reality. Do not try to change your reality, because in the same instance of trying to change a mirror, it makes absolutely no sense. You would never go into a mirror and try to change it. So what I want you to do today, and it's something that you should continue doing every single day because you have this power within you, is to reevaluate what you think of as real. What would you say is real? And what you're going to tell me is just all of your beliefs, because everyone is going to always be looking at things differently. So when you even think from a scientific perspective of what is a objective reality, like what is true, subtracting everyone's state of consciousness, and then you have nothing though. There is nothing true. There's nothing left, because even when you think about an external instrument, so like a thermometer, we'd all agree that it's 70 degrees Fahrenheit out, right? But would we though? Some would say it's hot, someone would say it's cold, right? So the feeling of the temperature isn't the same for everyone. So what people experience is actually the only thing that matters. And so what I want to bring this all together to is to remember, if you say, I'm loved by my specific person, they treat treat me like oxygen. I'm everything that they breathe. I'm everything that they want. They need me. When you have these ideas that they love you, these affirmations, they can't get enough of you, right? When you have those affirmations, that becomes your reality. It becomes your state of consciousness. And just like if you want to think of it in the way of a placebo, you're taking the drug that brings you your specific person, right? It's just a change in yourself that creates a change in your reality. So stop waiting for things outside of you to bring you something that you've only ever needed to be brought to by yourself, right? You are the only one that can actually bring you your specific person. You're the only one that can actually bring you or create the life in which you want to live. You are literally the only person that can do this. Who else is going to do it, right? If you're the creator of this reality, who else is there, right? Everything is literally waiting on you. And I think it's a really funny perspective to just walk throughout your day and think, what if my specific person was waiting for me, right? What if they were waiting on my move? What if they were waiting for me to text them, or they were waiting to come and chase you, or they're waiting to go on a date with you, right? They are specifically waiting, as your reality is that reflection of you. It's in the same way you could think you're the reflection in the mirror when you wake up in the morning and you get ready. It's just waiting for you to walk in front of it, right? It's not doing anything else. It doesn't want to do anything else. It doesn't try to work against you. It's not trying to do something different. It's not mad that it has to reflect you, right? It loves it. It loves you. It is you. And so if you love you, then your reality loves you, right? Everything is just going to reflect that particular state of being at any given time. And I think another reason why we kind of slightly go against this idea is because we think of free will, right? We think of, but what if my specific person doesn't want to do this? But what if my reality doesn't want? What if the car I want doesn't want to be driven by me? What if the $1 million doesn't want to be owned by me? But that's a crazy idea, right? A car doesn't not want to be driven by you. You're an amazing owner, so it would want to be driven by you. The $1 million doesn't want to be owned by anyone but you, in the same way of your specific person. We can connect this idea that the only actually worry or fear we have on our external reality can sometimes come from our self-concept, meaning the only reason we think that our specific person might not want to be with us is because we don't feel as if we're a good partner. Not that they don't want to, but because we're worried we won't live up to that expectation. Then we can realize, again, it's just us that needs to give ourselves that confidence. It needs to give ourselves that patience. Nothing is coming to bring it to you but you. I know I keep saying this over and over again, and some people might say I'm rambling in this video, but understanding is the most important factor in manifestation. And I've said it countless times that your specific person is literally waiting for you. Everything you could ever want is waiting for you. And so as soon as we get this in our mind, as soon as this is a belief, you will see everything change so quickly. Like, even I'll put an example of a success story on here now. And before I show this, let's go into the belief that you have to wait on your reality to give you what you want, and that you have no agency in that. Then if you look at this person who suddenly receives a text or a bunch of texts from their specific person after our talk, that doesn't make any sense at all. Or you would say is a very strange coincidence, right? In the same way of like a placebo, right? Taking the placebo of that gets rid of your headache that never actually had anything to use to get rid of your headache, at least not physically or in our reality, that's very coincidental that you took this pill that I said would take away your headache and your headache is gone. It's the same thing. Time and time again with all these success stories that at least I kind of been only again putting them at the end of my videos, but all of those showcase the power that's awaiting within you. If someone could do it, then you could do it, right? Everything that people say you can't be done is only that way until someone does it, right? And so there is no limit to what you can do. There is no circumstance. Every circumstance you feel is in your way, someone has overcome it, right? Like quickly too. Time isn't even a thing that we need to experience. But if we can just get that within our mind, everything will make sense, and then everything will be able to come to us in the quickest way possible. So if you did have any questions on this, make sure to comment them in the comment section below. Remember, you can also reach out to me on my website at kyleaugustcoaching.com. I had to make this video too really quick because I'm out of town. So hopefully you're okay with these really quick videos. And if you know for a fact that your specific person is waiting on you and not the other way around, then leave a thumbs up on this video and then don't forget to subscribe. But as always, thank you so much for stopping by today, and I'll see you in my next video tomorrow.